his hands so steady, shaping splinters. Wood whispers tales on.
Hello everybody, I'm Perry Lowe Jr. Today we're going to be carving Woody the Woodpecker. Here we go, we're getting started.
Micro carvers hush. Memories etched deep in gray lines.
I'm using the
Stories find a
RAM
life in
iCube 45 micro carver right now.
wood. Pain turns to art in his crowded
I've got the
workshop.
cut saw,
Bringing joy where
coarse
shadows
extreme
stood.
or coarse flame burr, not the extreme.
Carving dreams from
I
battles
use that on my bigger
ruined.
pieces.
Healing wounds with
This would be like the
tools
silver
in
one.
from broken
I'm
past to
working on him here,
hopeful future, bringing joy where shadows
trying to
stood.
make it work on his head. It's a little round here. This was a very tricky carving, but as you see, I got his picture there. I kind of look at the picture as a reference.
Lines of beauty
Just try to cut the shapes into the wood.
sorrow.
Anybody can do this. You just gotta practice, practice, practice. I've only been doing it for 2 years. I'm no professional, that's for sure.
Chaos cuts like a knife.
Jordy Johnson at Carving Fusion got me into wood carving actually. I think it was back in 2022. I am an Army veteran. Served during the Iraq War 2006. I suffer from PTSD, so I found wood carving and it just helps me take my mind off things and just relax. Some nights I don't sleep because I'm up all night reliving the nightmarish event that had happened. But wood carving takes everything away and just allows me to relax and just focus on what I'm doing at the time. And I really enjoy it. I try to carve something every day. It's been kind of tough this week. Like I said, with my son. He wasn't feeling good, and we took him to the doctor yesterday, and he's got strep throat. Working on the beak here. It's a poor little guy. He's been struggling with that. But we got him some medicine and stuff. Got him to the doctor yesterday, and he's feeling a little bit better today. Working on the head a little bit. Working on the little fins for his head. That part's gonna be a little difficult, I can tell. Trying to make a spot. Trying to decide where I'm gonna do a little bit more with the head, trying to get that round shape. Just shaping it all down, looking at my picture while I'm carving. Kind of looks like him. It's getting there. Now this carving's for Dot's challenge. I don't know if I said that yet or not. She did like a challenge to challenge everybody to do a cartoon character on any type of medium, whether you weld, do metal work. Me, I like to whittle myself. I think she's a whittler too. And Just Carve Rob, I know he's a whittler, and he uses the micro carver as well. And Jordy Johnson, he's awesome with the Dremel and chainsaws. Chainsaws are just too loud for me, and it's a big investment at the beginning. I like using my knives or this iCube RAM Products carver. It's a little quiet, and that's a, believe it or not, it's a nail file collection collector. That's what I'm using to collect my dust, and I'm wearing my mask, of course. Always wear your mask. You don't want to breathe that stuff in. Working on those little head pins right here. Probably not going to get them exactly like they are on the drawing, but I'm trying to get them close. That's how wood carving works. You just gotta go with the flow and make it work. I'm still carving here. Working on some more of his head fins. I don't know if that's actually what you call it, but that's what I'm going to call them. Cutting them in here. Trying to get the shape I want. Still carving away.
Where the sun meets the moon, gnomes dance in the shadows.
I don't think I'll be able to do this without these detail burrs. Just kind of looks like a chicken right now. But you can't give up on it. You just got to keep going and looking back to your reference. Keep carving.
So gentle, so blind. He shapes them with passion, each piece
trying to work on the spot for his eyes and right where the little head feathers or whatever you want to call them. Trying to cut them into his head here. Working on it a little bit more. Bringing it down. Trying to get it all to match in with the wood. Carve a little bit more. Try to separate the ends from the rest of the wood here. Starting to come along. Looking like Woody the Woodpecker or a chicken. Or a rooster right now. That's all it kind of looks like to me. Yeah, shape this down a little bit. Cutting in here, and shaping it down a little bit. It's all about the lines when you're carving the shadows. That's the trick in trying to get the right shapes. Get it similar or close to what you're trying to make it look like. It's one thing I've learned.
Painters to art in his crowded workshop, bringing joy where shadows stood.
Carving away here, still going with that detail flame burr, in case you were wondering. And this is basswood, and what I did, I took two 1x4s and I kind of glued them together to make one big square at first. And I do use knives, but I didn't really show me shaping it with the knife. And then I'll use the knives to get somewhat of a shape, and then I'll take and use this micro carver to add a little more shape. It's a lot of wood like this. It's a lot to remove with a knife at times. But I will say a knife does make the wood look a little bit nicer. But you can still achieve the same thing when you sand it down. Handy dandy toothbrush, get all this dust off, see where I'm at, see what kind of lines I got cut in. Dusting it off here. The Woody the Woodpecker chicken. That's what it's looking like right now. But hey, I'm just having fun, and that's what it's all about. That's what carving's all about. If it turns out, it turns out. If not, we'll just create a new character on Woody the Woodpecker. His cousin, Lou. And I use a shop vac. Once this nail dust file collector fills up, collect all my dust up. That's kind of what I do. Because I'm inside my bedroom actually. I got like a little corner table. That's where I do most of my carvings. Now we're going to switch the burr out. see which one we go back to. Oh, we're gonna go with the fine, bigger cut saw flame burr. It's a 1/8 inch, in case you're wondering. The cut saw fine flame burr. Working on taking some of this down, so we can try and make a neck, make him have his neck and stuff. And I'm being conscious here because Woodpecker has like the little fur under his neck, so I'm trying to leave enough wood for that. And shaping up this bottom beak a little bit.
Memories etched deep in gray lines. Stories find a life in wood. Pain turns to art in his crowd.
Working on the beak a little bit more.
Bringing joy where shadows stood. Carving dreams from battles
Putting in the lines a little bit more here. Working on the other side too. Kinda helps me out. I try to make both sides look the same. It's one thing I really struggle with since I have been carving is my symmetry. So I'm just trying to practice it a little bit here. Whatever you do to one side, you want to do to the other. That way it looks even. Otherwise, you'll get some distorted looking carvings, and I've done that, my share of those.
Would transform through struggles, journey, art from chaos cuts.
But me and my dad used to watch Woody the Woodpecker. That's the main reason why I'm carving this character. He's one of my favorites. I remember growing up, watching it with my dad. But he's not here no longer. He passed from dementia, and he had Alzheimer's. Plus he was a diabetic. And he served in the Navy actually. So I was kind of like a black sheep. Well, I say the Army, but I was in the Kentucky Army National Guard. But I deployed to Iraq, I deployed to Africa. I did 14 years before I got out. And I'm glad I found carving. Wood carving has been the godsend to me. It helps me day to day. And I just enjoy it. Something about creating something with your hands. Out of nothing. Nothing better than carving. Working on those little head fins, just trying to make everything smoothed out. Because you can kind of sand with these birds. They still leave like little lines in your carvings. But as you tell, you kind of sand with them a little bit too.
Through his knife and micro carver's hush.
Working on this head here, trying to make it a little bit round.
Etched deep in grain lines. Stories find a life in wood. Pain turns to art
Getting a little
in
bit
his
closer.
crowded workshop. Bringing joy where shadows stood. Carving dreams.
Starting to get some. Starting to get the profile. Working on this profile here. Taking some more wood down.
Lines of beauty, cradle sorrow. Each
Yeah,
detail
shaving
a breath
some
of
more of it
life.
down. It's a lot of wood to remove.
Would transform
Even though it was just two
art from chaos cuts like
1x4 blocks. I think I cut them in half. I can't remember exactly.
Every stroke reveals a heart, brings light to those who gaze upon it, finds redemption in each
Shaping his
part.
neck here a little bit.
Carving
Put in
dreams
that.
from battles ruined,
Just having a good time, relaxing. Letting the wood kind of speak to me a little bit. That's kind of how I carve. Just go with the flow.
Harry shares what he understood.
Working on the back of his neck. Taking some more of this chunky wood out. This was from Beavercraft too, so I'm not real sure if it's actually basswood. But my daughter had got me a knife and some wood to carve for Christmas, so that's what I'm kind of using this. Which I wound up carving her a snowman. If you've seen my other video on here. That was a snowman for her. I didn't take pictures of mine. I wound up painting it for her. I'm doing some more details here. Trying to take some more of this wood away. Cutting in the beak a little bit more, the bottom beak. Smoothing the face down a little bit. Working on his neck a little bit more. Shaping the back of his head a little bit more.
Memories etched deep in gray lines.
Trying to make everything look the same. Working on that symmetry again. It's getting dusty. Yeah, we're gonna do a little dust off here. Time to get the toothbrush. Dust him off a little bit. Appreciate y'all stopping by and watching my video. We'll work on this a little bit more tomorrow. And, I might post a video up. I'm not sure. It depends on how the time goes. Appreciate you watching. If you like my videos, then like and subscribe, please. I'd appreciate it. I'm not doing this for money. I just enjoy doing it. And most of my carvings I give away for free, honestly. Friends at work and family members. I'm not really into it to do money. It's just a hobby for me. And a way for me to release. And once again, thank you for watching. Shout out to Jordy Johnson and Just Carve Rob. Y'all got me into this and I'm enjoying every minute of it.
From broken past to hopeful future.